What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor. Let me get this music down. I kind of changed the music up a little bit, you know. Got to throw in some, I don't even know what that was. It was one of the YouTube free ones you can join. I want to thank Marco and Timmy for becoming members. Thank you very much. Give you a little high five for that. Thank you so very much. Oh, I'm sorry. High five. There we go. A little high five there. Thank you for, again, joining and that fantastic support going on there. This being said, whew, we got a bit of crazy day. We're currently looking here on the S&P 500 here on a 15-minute chart, kind of showing some red signs. I'm not going to be going crazy here and just shorting this. Again, I'm not the world's best trader going on here. This is definitely going to be a fun, interesting day because, again, we have Snap and Netflix going after earnings. We got a couple other smaller ones. We have Texas Instruments, iRobot, WD-40 for everyone who's trading WD-40. That's definitely going to be on your radar coming today. Let's see here. Get everything up and running. Can I get a thumbs up, everyone? Yep. Thank you, Marco W. All the best, Ken. Wish you happy earnings day. Yes, I'm not going to be going too crazy on earnings plays. Maybe just playing some... nothing directional. I never go directional. I'm probably just gonna be selling some premium around things like that. The music was dope. Cool. I knew that I had a connection, Alpaca, that you're gonna be liking that. So again, tomorrow, not trying to jump ahead of everything, but again, tomorrow we have Tesla and of course Chipotle. So what we're doing for the live stream tomorrow, there's a Chipotle near my house. I'm going to get Chipotle. We're going to eat it before the earnings report and just kind of have some fun there. Alpaca blasting the bears. Yes, so definitely it's going to be an interesting time to look at. I'm kind of sitting on my hands here and not really going to be doing too much here. I'm kind of looking at what could be going on here. I don't know why my title's all messed up here. Where does it say that? There we go. Boom. Okay, so yes, this is going to be interesting. Kind of seeing some chop here. I usually don't look here on the Chipotle in your Tesla. Nice. I don't own a Tesla yet, though. I'm very stingy on. I'm very much of a penny pincher. If you know anything about me, like, it's definitely going to be. It's going to be tough. Even though it's a wonderful car and I own a lot of its stock, I don't like to spend money. I like just to put it in my accounts. And I'm kind of just, I'm not a hoarder. I know that someone's going to say that. Okay, S&P 500, a little bit looking there. Let's go ahead and look at some other time frames here. Let's go here to the daily side. Initial support for the S&P 500 is going to be coming around that 3,400, 3,420 initially. That being said, we'll see how this overall plays out. You can see here is a... thank you, Nick F. I appreciate it. I don't like to pump things. Yeah, I don't. I like to keep it somewhat candid and kind of straight to the point. I don't like to fluff people's feathers or whatever a generic word is. And I got a couple new gifts to show you because I love my Star Wars and I got my Chewbacca here just chilling. That's what I do when I trade. That's exactly what I do. It's just kind of sit back and let the market take the wheel. Because again, I'm not in control in the market. I have no idea where the market's going to go. I have to ride the waves. And if the waves are good that day, it's going to be a good day. The waves are bad and choppy. I'm gonna feel a little bit of pain, like a little bit to like today and the last couple days. Really, it's been really choppy here, aka that kangaroo mentality that we're seeing here. So definitely a lot of interesting stuff going on there. Get some Star Wars mods. Let's go ahead. Of course, biggest one on the board is the Netflix. So Netflix. Difficult one to play, honestly. I played this last earnings. We played this last earnings. What we did, we kind of basically sold the 21 EMA since it was so crazy high valuation that it had. We just sold some premium around the 21 EMA. As of right now, we cannot sell that 21 EMA because it's literally right on the pulse there, and something I really don't want to be touching with a 10-foot pole. I'm gonna double check my portfolio. I'm scrolling here. I don't think I have anything on for Netflix. I do have a Snap play, so for Snap, I can show you that 'cause that's on the public account, or the folks who are YouTube members or via the Patreon can see. I shared those activities on a given basis there. Hold on, let me move this. I'll X that out. Come on now. There we go. IBM was not nice to me as well today, so definitely one. So Snap, what we're playing for Snap is basically, let me move this up and over. I'm going to draw the analysis here tab. Sorry, you guys are going to see it just a second here. So Snap, we're just going to be selling some wide angles here. So what I mean by that is this basically kind of looking here. One second. Let's see here. I'm getting everything up and running. Sorry, I'm managing my live account and also doing the live stream. I do apologize. This market is moving here a little bit, so I did want to show you what I'm looking here at Snap. So with Snap here, you should be looking at Tastyworks. Tastyworks is, of course, the platform that I use for trading. So basically what we're seeing here within Snap, again, it has earnings after the bell here. We're just going to be kind of bracketing it out, just selling some puts and selling some calls. They're going to be naked. So you could buy protection, so that would make it a iron condor, depending on what margin requirements you have. So that being said, looking at Snap, we're just selling those wider, the 24 and then the 35, pretty wide, kind of skewed to the those puts to the upside, a little bit closer than I would like, but it's giving us a nice little premium. So come tomorrow, if Snap doesn't do anything, it's gonna be a blessed day, and we're gonna be getting about $75 on this overall play. We just really want to see Snap to stay within this range here and how that plays out, on how this really kind of potentially can play with it, really playing that IV crush. So what I mean by IV crush, so when we go to the table, I'm not doing it on this week because I wasn't able to get filled for quite some time. And I had to go 1 week out further. The IV is still fairly high, and it's still a little bit safer just in case I need a roll or do any kind of maintenance to the trade. I can kind of I can buy a call or kind of protect it somewhat in that sense and give myself a little bit more time, especially on that theta decay would really ramp up as well. So that's basically what we're looking on here. So within Netflix, it's something a little bit different. I haven't made a trade on this one yet, but of course it's down $5 today already, so that's pretty large amount there. Let's see here. Go here. Got Netflix. So what is the earnings on Netflix? They're saying plus or minus $40. So that's going to be a pretty significant amount within Netflix. So $40 where we're currently sitting at is basically putting it down to around that lower band, which we talked about some really strong support coming in there, which is really kind of falling into that I won't say rebound stage, but we're that area where it has been some resistance to the downside before. Again, that's what the market makers are saying. This is not what I'm projecting. This is just what the statistical analysis of what the market makers are looking at via the bell curve. I'm not giving my own spin on this again. I want to be very clear here that people who have been watching me for a while, I can't predict where the market can go. I can look at the understanding of where the options could be heading and what you should do if it does get there, or when to pull the trigger. There's targets, there's triggers, all kind of different various components that really come into the overall trading strategy on the sense of just watching the market. Again, I'm not going to predict of like, oh, I think Netflix is going to make add 50,000 subscribers this month or whatever, and it's going to go up to 400. I have no idea. I can't. That's something that it's going to be very hard to predict. Looking at just straight playing the math options, I'm just kind of selling the premium, selling the wings for that. With Netflix, it's going to be a tougher one, and it's going to be taking a little bit more premium in the sense because again, it's a $500 stock compared to Snap being like a $25 stock. So I'm looking here on the options chain right now, not seeing anything that's really popping off for Ken here. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Let's look here. Because if I wanted to sell something, so if I just wanted to, like, I'm like, okay, I don't care if Netflix does great, bad, or whatever. Dan said, Daniel Todd says, I just bought the 400 puts. 400 puts. Wow, you think it's going to go down there? You bought or you sold the 400 puts? That's exactly what DTF. That's exactly what he said. He said all in. He is going full bear dance all over Netflix here. So definitely it's going to be. I'm going to say Godspeed, my friend, and be very careful with that. Again, he's just cruising into thinking that Netflix is going to be going down. Be very careful with that mindset. If Netflix does go down substantially, I'm going to give you a big round of applause, without a doubt. But that is a very aggressive move. Be very careful again because the IV crush can really kill that option. So be very mindful of that. So what I was looking at was potentially selling some premium around like the 350 to 365 level. I know I'm not going to be able to get too much out of those, but it's definitely going to be something where I could get a little bit of a cheese, that they say. Maybe selling like the 475 or 470, and kind of doing it in that sense there. But that's going to be very difficult to really see on how this plays out. I'm kind of sliding some things around here. So 450, you said all the way down to 400. What is the 400 put going for right now? The $400 put or strike put is going for 11 cents. So I'm guessing what you're trying to do is you're going to be trying to play a premium bump. So even if it does tick down, you're going to be really fast on the trigger tomorrow morning, and really get out of that trade really fast. I can see that. I've done that in the past, but I am a terrible slow trader, so it's going to be very difficult. So I'm very slow in the brain in a lot of other scenarios, but something I have to be very mindful about, that I'm not really a great trader like that as well. Oh, it's $10. It's $11. Okay. Yeah, I would have figured it was a very steep discount. Again, if the stock does drop dramatically, that would get a bump of maybe a little bit more than that, but it's going to be very fast on the trigger finger again. Something that I don't really do very well, so I can't really talk too much about it because of that. And as well, I'm sipping my delicious Pete's coffee that I brew at home. Pete's medium roast blend. Absolutely love my Pete's coffee. Yummy, yummy, yummy. In my tummy, tummy, tummy. Let's see here. I'm getting everything loaded up here. Looks like the overall market's kind of still stagnant here. It's actually going a little bit higher here. That's actually a good little sign, I guess. Yep, there we go. Let's take a look here. Look at this guy. Did this change? Yeah, it changed. So that was a nice little potential buying opportunity there for some shorts. Shorts. I'm gonna get out of, oh, let me change close. Get out of that. Throw that down the drain. Let's see here. So Netflix, let's go back to the Netflix. All right. So I'm guessing, what are most people thinking of what's going to happen with Netflix? Going to go up? Going to go down? I got some coffee from the grocery store outlet. What does that mean? Yeah, well, this Pete's coffee that my wife buys is actually organic. It's supposed to be like I know Pete's is a huge big brand name, but yeah. Yummy, yummy. Gotta get those juices flowing. Let's see what we can look on the Netflix chart here. I'm gonna see on how that goes. I might pull a Ryan, as I call it, looking at the sense of going balls deep into some like maybe a bounty or some kind in the overall market. Definitely would be something interesting to see. So everything is like half off. So when I lived in Missouri, they had this store that was called it was literally called like it was right outside. I saw it. We lived near St. Louis. It was called like Dirt Cheap or like something crazy, and it was like the cans that were dinged or anything that kind of any kind of damage to it, they sent to the store, and you can get like everything like 50 to 80% off like the sticker price. Like even if the fruits and vegetables which were still fine that were just like a day or two old, they would send to the shop and they would just fly off the shelf. Like it was fantastic. Again, that kind of really goes back into my penny pinching mindset. That's why I love my Costco. I get a lot of things from Costco. Nothing close to the store that I'm describing, but Costco, I still feel like I'm saving there. You know what I mean? I agree, Alpaca. I don't think Netflix is going to be going anywhere. Um, with earnings, it's a coin flip. I think everyone knows that. With earnings, it can go up, down, left, right, sideways. More or less not really caring on the overall direction. Just kind of potentially pick out a level and kind of see if it can hold here. Bears love cheap food. Yes, they do. The closet bears love cheap food, don't they? Let's go check here. Checking the portfolio. Checking the ES. There we go. Like Zoom got a hit today, about down $30. Tesla's still down $10. Playing that snap. Nike's holding steady. HD, Home Depot's doing well. Amazon's up 17, $20 at one point. It was actually a bit more, I believe. Netflix is going to tank. What's your level that it's going to tank to? Like, so we can potentially look out some levels again. I'm totally on the mindset of like, I don't care what happens. We're just going to look at some levels to potentially see on where the support and resistance happens. I have no, well, I'm going to have skin in the game and potentially if I get it on a trade here. But initially, that $500 to around 480, it looked like some potential really strong levels there, to be quite honest, to the downside. And even down to that 100% move, which would be around 456. So definitely going to be something insane around those levels if it does sell off. Those would be some key levels to look at if you are very aggressive to the downside. So those are something to be to look at those ranges there. So if I even let's see here. I do the 480 to 356, 5. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough play. Again, you never know what's gonna happen. You just want to play. Let's see here, 65, 465, 460, and I don't know if I feel comfortable with that number. I think I might just do that. Let's see if I can get that filled. Probably not. 24. You think it's Netflix going to go to 24? Or is that what you're thinking for Snap? We look at Snap as well, so that's going to be the two larger ones that are reporting today. So with Snap, what are they saying? What are they saying? Those market makers are saying $3.50 the move. So $3.50 would kind of put it in around the 21, in between, a little bit below the 34. So definitely something to be looking at there. Really similar, some support around $25 level, but you're saying it's going down to 24. That would hit the 50-day again. Anything can happen. Be super mindful about that, without a doubt. Yes, let's see here. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. That's why I don't like to trade, because it just kind of fluctuates too much too fast. Those futures really got away from me. Took a very small profit there. But with Snap, support initially, looking for that again, 25.50, even down to 24.45. If it does come down hard, what the market makers are saying, potential next upside targets around $30. And even after that's being around $32. Again, that's going to be, I'm not making these numbers up. That's what the market makers are saying here. Again, high implied volatility. And then you see the plus or minus move of $3 and basically 62 cents there. Very, very interesting activity. Of course, we got about 10 minutes left into the close, so we'll see on how everything kind of goes off there. We can see if there's any usual options activity going on here. We're seeing a very large order on the 18 June 2021 for $30 call. Now, if we duplicate that, that's about a 1.2, nearly a $1.3 million play. You're saying Netflix to 510 to 500. Yeah, I think Netflix might go down a little bit, but I think it's not going to go down as aggressive as we might think it would go down. I think. I know I said think like 13 times in that statement, but I'm always the optimist, continuously being more optimistic on the market. I think, of course, with Disney, they're taking some of that the fun away from that. But I definitely can see a potential kind of coming in there and taking some of that market share, not away, but maybe slowing it down a little bit, and seeing how that could potentially affect the overall play in that sense. So let's kind of go in here. Maybe looking at this. Let's trade. Oops, something just got filled. What was that? Oh, right, caramba, they say. So I made $58 on that, so I need to sell for 50%. Sorry, I'm sure this is not really entertaining stuff here, but we're looking at, again, managing my portfolio here. So let's go here. Fantastic. All right. We got 8 minutes left in the close. Let's look at Netflix a couple more times here. So what we currently have, and we have the Fibonacci, not extensions, they're called retracements basically, where it's from the swing high to low to the previous high, and it looks at some potential levels via the Fibonacci sequence to look at where we could be leveling off. So normally you want to kind of allocate these to some key levels where some moving averages might line up and different things. Like, again, I cannot pound the table enough that, hey, we're not projecting this is going to go there. We're just saying if it does go there, this where it could see some resistance or some support. So be super mindful of that. Hopefully that really is ingrained in a lot of people's heads. I'm not going to be one rubbing my crystal ball telling where it's going to be going. Ken, what's the blue line with the dip between 9, 7 and 9.15 on your chart? Oh, the ES mini. That must be. Let me look at it again before I tell you. The line between. Oh, this is probably was expiration. there was some kind of expiration going through. So whatever happened, so these lines down here are usually monthly expirations. So we just had monthly expirations just on the 16th. So that's what the line down here is. So that is what I have those segmented as monthly expirations, which are the red ones, and these are, I believe, are quarterly. For some reason, it doesn't let me click on it. I don't know how I got those on there. I'll be quite honest with you. What's up, Makeshift? How you doing? Did you get out of GME? How's that doing today for you? It's still, that thing's still popping. It's still popping. That thing's, yeah, that's, man, that's a wonderful looking chart. That has moved substantially. Really has gone up on, again, hit that 21 EMA, bounced, hit that 21 EMA, and just bounced again. This is, does that help you, what I was looking at? Okay, cool. Yeah, so the red lines are always the monthly expirations. I think the green lines are quarterly expirations, because you can see them here as well on this chart. So again, we got about 5 minutes left before the market close. So when the market closes, what we're going to be doing, we can look at the overall flex grid. So we're going to be going into this chart here. We got Netflix, Snap. I just have pins down here. I've kind of been looking at that to play. Then we're going to have the overall market ticker down here. Hopefully this is able to be seen by everyone. We can kind of get this out of the way to kind of look at how this works out here. What's up, David S? How you, my friend? What's the GameStop membership? Please tell us more. I would love to know what's a GameStop membership. Netflix still down 1%, $5 here. All good in the hood here. Can't get my order filled for the old Netflix here. It's saying it's in around that range. Let's do like 59. So this is when you start getting fancy and you're kind of fighting with the market makers. Yep, and there it's filled. Look, just dropped it by a penny. So full disclosure, what I did just there, I sold the 465, so right around the 144 EMA on the daily side. I sold this for premium, the put, and then I bought the 455. So I did a 10 wide spread, collected a very small smid bit, about $1.25 or dollar-ish. Again, it's going to be a very quick earnings play. Hopefully, come tomorrow, the market's not going to be too cray-cray, especially with Netflix, and I can just get out for 50% retracement of that or 50% profit from that. Again, it's going to be a very simplistic trade, especially when you're looking at earnings. That's usually what I do, and just kind of trade in around those. It's got very high IV, applied volatility, of course. The tech-heavy stocks are always going to really have that. So it's definitely one that could be playing here. 1 second, I'm gonna get something. Liquid symbols. No, I don't want that. There we go. Why did they organize that? There we go. So yes. Stimulus passing, I have no idea. I hope that they can just help people that need it. They have a membership called Power Up Rewards. You give you a $5 credit every month to use at GameStop. Can be used for online currency too. They also have a point system that send you that you can get rewards in terms of cash back, and they also in their magazines for Game Informer. Huh? How much do you have to pay for that? All right, let's look at about 90 seconds left. David, you have you want to enter your the name into the wheel of destiny in the sense of where you think Netflix will land and Snap. We got some folks saying Snap 24, someone saying saying Zoom to 600 will be the next run. Yeah, Zoom is definitely one. Yeah, 1 minute. Thoughts on MLS? This is a main competitor to Peloton. Been climbing on the positive notion that Oh. It's only $15 a year. Oh, that's cool. I'm not really much of a gamer anymore. I need to get back into it. Yeah, no clue. Exactly, David. I have no clue as well. Holy moly guacamole. I think I've seen this brand, actually, David. I saw this bike at Costco. I think I did. I think they have this brand at Costco. Let me look at this up real fast. Costco. I don't think it has a. Does it have a screen? I've seen the Bowflex one with a screen on it, but not this one. Oh, there's the bell. Ding, 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 dong. What Nautilus? Is that the brand of the bike as well? I guess. All I'm seeing is Proform on the Costco site. Whatever. All right, folks, let's go ahead and switch into the flex grid mode. So, of course, now we're looking at. Oh, look! What the heck? Netflix is taking all the way down to 500 real fast. You see that? Whoopsies! Someone hit the fat finger button there. That's funny. Someone was trying to get some orders in. Like Netflix is going down to the town here. Let's see here. Someone hit the fat finger button there. Let's see. Here goes Netflix. We got Snap over here. Normally these. Let me actually edit these slides real fast. Get out of these out of the way. Apply. It looks like Netflix is a little rough little pony going in here. What's going on over there on Netflix? Did something get leaked already? Did something leak on Twitter? Wow, they missed fast. So again, we played the premium game. So within options, you can still premium. And again, anything can happen. Again, I don't know who it was. Actually, someone said it's going to be Tesla's, or not Tesla. Netflix is going to go to 400. That was a quick drop there. There must have been leaked here. Yeah, 400 looking pretty good, isn't it? For 11 cents. That's definitely driving off a cliff. That is not a smooth sailing. That's again, they're doing that bear dance all over it. So definitely have to let's go here. We gotta buckle up here for that one. There's no smooth sailing on that. Ooh, that is a. It's weird that I'm not seeing. They're saying streaming paid memberships rose by 25%. Netflix earnings miss. Ooh, they missed. EPS was $1.74. Estimates was a 2. Ooh, that's not a very good thing. Sales over a beat estimated. Looks like this one's being recalculated here. That doesn't make too much sense. 174. Streaming rose again. This is really going to be coming down on the shorting Netflix just max. Yeah, this was a definitely large downward movement here. Without a doubt, we're seeing the futures again. Have the futures down here as well to kind of be calculating on how that's going. Never looking good on that front. Let me see on this here. I'm gonna go. So Netflix, what do we bought like the 470 or something like that? I don't even know what we bought. I just placed the trade too. Oh, 465. So we are way right about here. So Netflix has got to stay above that. So we collect a little bit of our shekels, our premium, and we can go to town and buy some pizza, and maybe buy an ice cream or something with our money. That's definitely a very large down move. We're also looking at Snap as well. They haven't announced anything. So that's on this corner here. Let me readjust this for you guys real fast. We're going to get rid of this. Get rid of this. There we go. Now we can see things a lot better, it looks like. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, whoever called the 500 is looking pretty good there, my friend. Someone's gonna get a nice high five in the thing. Let me scroll back up. Who said 500 to 510? Who was that? Was that Corsi, whatever? And who was that? Did I just miss that? Yeah, Netflix 510 to 500. So going a little bit lower than that as of right now. Snapchat hasn't said anything yet either. Kind of scrolling through here. Netflix and chill. Yeah. Um, I think I want to hear on what the conference could potentially go and what Reid Hoffman says. Not Reid Hoffman, Reid Hastings. Reid Hastings is his name, I think his last name. I know his first name is Reid. Is definitely going to be something to kind of look out for to kind of see if we're going to be seeing any kind of larger movement. Again, if they're saying, hey, this is due to Disney Plus and Hulu really kind of taking this, or is it because of Amazon? Who knows what could be happening? Could they blame it on the pandemic and everything? But again, everyone's staying at home. So my 400 put is going to print. I don't know if it's going to print. It could definitely make a little bit nice little chunk of change there. It looks like, ooh, Snap's going down as well. It looks like this. Okay, Snap just got released here or something. They're getting a tank here as well, going down. So again, we sold some premium on this. We need to have this to kind of basically to stay above the 24-ish dollar range here around Snap. But again, both these looks like they both have been notable misses and not looking too pretty on either side. So the dancing bears are very happy today, and the bulls are screaming at their screens right now, potentially kicking their keyboard, or I'm sorry, punching their keyboard and getting very upset again, super mindful of everything. Earnings are coin flip, and if you played it either direction, Godspeed, right? David, that's funny. Everyone moved to yes. That's exactly what happened. Yes. I would guess I would definitely see that COVID hurt with production without a doubt. Then start getting some animators, start drawing. Get some animation going, man. You gotta do something. Do a special run of a special show or something. That'd be really cool. Yeah, but looks like it's kind of settling down here. Let's kind of go dive into like a 5 minute chart here. Kind of finding somewhat of a bottom around that 486-ish thing. Yeah, I don't think they're going to ever admit that it's Disney's thing. Because again, Disney is really, again, that's all they have. Disney right now. Again, the parks are really not really operational. They're at well, the Disneyland is not operational, but other parks are at very low capacities. No one's going to the movie theater. No one's going on their cruise ships and all that stuff. What do they have? They have their ESPN. People watching sports, and of course their streaming services. That's what they got right now. That's what they have to kind of have to go with. So definitely going to be an interesting one. We had some initial levels around 500 and 480 if it does come down for some initial support. That being said, we'll definitely see on how this kind of goes into the later parts of the evening. Of course, the after hours trading is considered the wild west. Um, Definitely going to be a interesting time to see pre-market come tomorrow. Of course, once we start hearing the management team talk and discuss on whatever reasons are that the stock went up, down, left, right, or sideways, and really just talk about if some of them do give guidance. Like some companies are not really giving too much guidance because of like it's literally a coin flip. Yeah, that's definitely a large move down. Um, what was the thing? There's a way I can calculate. I forgot how to do this. Oh, Netflix. If you bought that $400 put, that's probably trading up to like 20 something. Let me do. There's a way. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a brain fart here. Um, Possible. I gotta Google it again. I'm gonna look at my notes. There's a way that I could potentially price out, but again, it's all gonna come into what the applied volatility is because of that large. Again, applied volatility really gives the options as pricing, so you have to be very careful. Yeah, Snap. Again, we didn't. Again, I'm not gonna be looking at the numbers on what really happened. I still don't see the earnings coming out here. Again, they're super slow again via Thinkorswim to kind of post it. Again, it could have been put on Twitter or something like that. But clearly, it looks like something happened again. We're coming down here. The initial levels for Snap, again, if we go switch to like the daily side here. So Snap, because we're currently trading around like that $30 range. Oh, Snap just jumped. Look at that. I just changed. What the heck? Okay, now it came out. Holy moly guacamole. Okay, Snap's jumping here. Whoa. There we go. Giddy up, pony. Wow. Nice move there on the Snap side. That is a large move to the upside. Nice move. Breaking through that 1618, which we had around $30. Nice little move there. That's great move for Snap. Again, if you're long Snap, you're probably a very happy camper. Looks like Chad is the Snap pop. Snap, crackle, pop. That's a great move. Great for the good for them. I kind of cheer. I've never used Snapchat. I don't think I've ever used Snapchat in my life. Um, Something that I just really never really got into. Any of that. Oops, that or above. I want to keep it alert on that. I think we sold some premium on that sucker. This that needs to kind of come in for us though. 35. We sold that at 35. Okay. Great move there. That is a substantial move. Yikers. Wow. And still climbing. Because the next target, if it really wants to break above that 34, 35, is really looking for 37. So that is a substantial, great move for Snap there. Really looking to kind of see how that one plays out there. Wanted to check something here. Okay, I'm just checking my accounts. That should be really coming in nicely. As long as it stays in that nice confined range, I'll be a very happy camper. Again, with Snap, we just kind of bought and sold things. Revenue up 52%. Holy moly guacamole. Really? 52%? Snapchat nears 250 million daily. Sorry. Where did I see that? Snapchat nears 250 million daily users as advertisers lift spending on platform. Nice. They actually made money. Their bet was a penny, and the estimate was down 5 cents. That's good for them, right? If you follow that stuff. Daily active users increased from year over year each of the iOS and Android platform. Yeah, Netflix is trying to make a comeback here too. Look at that; it kind of spiked all the way up real quick to 525. What are they? It's kind of I want to say it's crawling back. It's trying to come back. Again, it went from what was the open close today? So basically, it opened. Well, again, this is after hour stuff, so it can go down substantially. It was down 8% from the open today, and kind of where it's at right now is basically down 5%. So those are just kind of rough numbers, that being said there. But Snap, ooh, holy moly guacamole. So they were looking for a move in this range. So as long as it stays above 34, that kind of falls into that bell curve of what the options market were saying in the near term. The audio is going in and out. I'm sorry that's happening. I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing my little bar thing on my streaming client. It's been a nice steady green into yellow sometimes, which will be depending on how loud I speak and how aggressively I get close to it. But I haven't seen that anywhere. I hope that I don't know. Maybe try turning your computer back on and off again. I'm just joking. Let's see. Audio's good here, saying handle. Play-Doh, what's up, Play-Doh? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, snap. Holy moly, that thing was climbing. I Oh, you're on Snap. What did you play? Did you sell premium, or you just literally just bought shares or calls? What did you play, Play-Doh? Chipotle's tomorrow, Alpaca, isn't it? Or did I miss that? Chipotle's tomorrow with Netflix. I mean, Tesla. That's always what happens, Plato. You always wish you had bought more of the of your winners, and then you wish you never bought your losers. So the best thing to do is just kind of buy the same each and every time, and just cut your losers really fast. Oh, you bought Chipotle today. Okay. Plato's. Oh, he played weekly call at 31. Yeah, that's gonna be. So this weekly call at 31. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty much money for you, my friend. Chad, he says I have December 35 call on Snap. That's a good play. I like that you gave yourself a lot of time on that to potentially play out. Really looking for uh, that movement to those very high levels that we could see in this foreseeable future. Really. Shoot it, boo boo. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Because it's basically Snap is basically outside of the standard deviation of move right now because they were looking for basically a move of around 32, but now it's getting a little bit higher because now that move is jumping to nearly 34. It has broken the one standard deviation to the upside. So what could happen? Snap could literally run all the way up to 37 and even to 38 tomorrow on this really hype move. So normally, if it does really aggressively break that first deviation, that thing could really run to the upside. So get ready to potentially, again, I'm not sure how much you bought there at Play-Doh. Maybe scale out a little bit, take some profit, but then kind of see it play later into the week. Again, it never hurts to take profits, but this has definitely been one that could run a lot come tomorrow because, again, they made money. You're seeing a lot of good news come from this. A lot of people are showing positive signs in the sense of their growth. The margins are improving. They're doing a lot of things right over there. But holy moly, guacamole! So yeah, if this onward bull little run that we can see here continues, we're definitely going to be looking for that 35 to 36. With that next level being around that 37 to around that 36.89 level to potentially get it. Chad saying maybe 2 years. I think that Snap can hit 100. Why not? I'm not going to tell it it can't. Um, I think they have all the stuff to do it. It's going to come down to execution. I think they just might take the place over for Twitter because poor old Twitter. Uh, I haven't touched Twitter in years. I don't even want to talk about my Twitter positions. I was so. If you guys want to hear the Twitter story, it'll be quick. I have a lot of these stories because I've been trading for a little bit, and I've been in a lot of horrible positions. I promise you that. and I've done some really dumb, you know what, and maybe just holding. And this is why I've learned just basically from my mistakes. The mistakes and accidents and other whatever you want to call it, oopsies have just really been really seared into my brain. And I'm like, hey, Ken, don't do this. It's just like, don't touch the hot plate on the stove, Ken. If the cast iron's on the stove, it's going to be hot. Maybe put a glove on to move it, or get some mittens, or get a hot pan, a hot glove to move it, or something to move it. Don't pick it up with your own hand. I only have to do that maybe 5 or 6 times, and then I'll learn. I'm pretty hard headed, but it took me some time to really understand some of those crucial fundamental things of what not to do, even though your emotions and your gut tells you to do it. What's the overall market doing here? Let's see here. /ES. That is down. But still not okay. 34, 1, 32. Okay, it's still down a little bit. Bear says, I don't learn from my mistakes. I know exactly what you mean by that. I know 100%. That's definitely something you learn from your lessons, right? Let's see here. Let's go back to the flex. Let's see. Alpaca saying workhorse maybe buy. Yeah, let's go look at some bigger charts here. I can talk for a little bit here. Oops. Yeah, poor workhorse. Like what happened to these guys? I had some key levels basically around that, like that 21, even to like that 23 level. Really kind of broke through it. Not really to the good side. This can potentially maybe trying to find a bottom here, but this is a very again speculative play. I know that again it doesn't have much revenue. I know it's really working on that contract and everything. But that being said, this is going to be a very difficult one to potentially look at. I'm just going to have to play this with very small and loose hands in the sense of I need to play this with not much capital because, again, it's a very speculative play. It falls into that range. Andrew, what's up, my friend? Not to berate you with a random ticker, but what is your curiosity about Rocket? Chad just throwing out here's he said forget he said I definitely sketchy for workhorse. Go with a Ford. Honestly, I would say I disagree, but again, it doesn't have a crazy sexy story. What am I looking at? Rocket, sorry. Yeah, Rocket is kind of the one we talked about on Sunday. We're looking for some potential bottom here on $20. If that really breaks, we could see some further downside. Be mindful that we are seeing earnings on the horizon as well into November there. This has been kind of in a downward trend and not really performing too hot due to the fact of whatever reasons it's kind of lost its mojo. People just haven't been a largest fan of it for some reason. But that being said, we're looking for some initial support around $20 even. More of a yeah, I understand for sure. Like I agree on the low interest rates and people want to be refinancing and buying homes. Great time to get out of the city. Of course, New York City is seeing the largest amount of people leaving the city due to work from home environments, all this kind of stuff. You see Lennar, you see all the home builders doing well. You see Zillow and Redfin saying that there's a lot of people looking for homes, buying, selling, whatever that really making some potential life-changing stuff. So that's definitely something to consider. But yeah, definitely. I want to say a good buy because again, usually again this really falls into like the workhorse as well. I understand that Rocket has a real product and everything, but again, it's a newer stock, and sometimes the stock price doesn't always represent the country the best. Andrew says I got 155 shares at $25. So you could get a nice chunk of change in there. So let me just do some math. 155. It's like 3,800. Okay, so around $4,000 ish. And you're down maybe like was that 20%? So you're basically down $800 right now. What? What are they doing? GM? The GM's making a new Hummer? Really? I'm not a car guy, so I have no idea what's going on over there. I thought they discontinued the Hummer. Is that why it's been moving? It's been on my charts or my scanners. I'm like, I don't care about GM. Like, I again, a bad. The Hummer EV prices. Let's see here. Are you serious? What? There's also an EV Hummer coming soon. It will debut in the fall, which is kind of the fall now, isn't it? Well, the leaves are changing here, so I consider that fall. Wow, that is super interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, they're releasing in a couple hours. Oh, alpaca. That's too soon. Too soon, Nicola. Yeah, I can see Brent basically Facebook going up because of overall Snapchat doing well. Because again, that would kind of play into the hands of Facebook, kind of being somewhat of a not a contrarian, but really helping it move higher as well. Um, when is their earnings? Let's look on the daily side. It should be coming up soon. Yeah, looks like on the 29th, so about 8 days from now, we're going to be seeing Facebook come out. Agorn, not saying that Snapchat is a 100% representation of Facebook and vice versa, but definitely looking at, hey, Facebook, of course, if advertisings are willing to spend more money and have start going after marketing and trying to acquire customers and whatever, they're going to be spending on, of course, Instagram, Facebook, and of course on Snapchat as well. Even though Facebook's been kind of in the spotlight with the congressional hearings and so forth like that. WGO, is that you did not Winnebago. Winnebago. Um, I could see this potentially pop, honestly, just because on pure speculation of people getting those RVs. Let's see here. It has it tomorrow. When does Winnebago? Kramer's been pumping Ford's new CEO. The amount of times I've heard that a new CEO in Ford has been crazy. I've been trading for since like '07. I think they have had, how many CEOs does Ford have? CEO Ford CEO list. Let's see here. Let's look at Wikipedia. All right, let's pull this up here. So, let's see here. Currently, hold on. They literally just got a new one. So Jim, so they had one from 2017 to 2020. They had, so I've been trading one, two, three, four, five. They've had five CEOs basically since I've been trading. That seems pretty insane. Like this one's lasted for a couple years. This one lasted for a long time. Is Alan? It was one of these guys was like that came from the airline business, and I remember he had the funny comment of saying something like, "Listen, I used to have to take care of airplanes that had 40,000 or 400,000 parts. I think I can run a car company. It only has like tenth of percentile of that on the car, and it's on the ground. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I forget. I think it was this current one. Was it this guy? Procter Gamble. Mark Fields. No, must not have been him. This guy looks familiar. Yeah, this guy came from. This is the guy where he said Alan was like his first day on the job. One of the reporters was asking like, "Hey, Alan, what do you think? Are you going to be able to run this company? You haven't run a car company. You had your career at BA. How are you going to be able to transition to the car manufacturing business?" And the guy was just like, listen, dude, like straight up, just like I used to take care of airplanes flying in the sky with 10 times the amount of components. I think I can run a car company that's on the ground. And then he just left it at that. And and we see that he didn't last too long. How long did he last over here? Well, he did last for a little bit. Sorry, he's the one who lasted the most compared to Mark Field. So smart individual on that sense. But that guy didn't last long. Poor old Ford, right? How's Ford stock looking? Okay, Snapchat is still staying up in that $33 to $34 range. What's the old Netflix coming out at? Because again, their earnings call is not going to be a little bit later until the day, because again, it's on the West Coast. Looking like it's kind of dipping below that 500-ish range. Yeah, we're seeing it. Yeah, so we have that initial support around 500, so we'll see on how that plays out going into the day and so forth. With this really showing some key levels there around 500. So again, I'm not making up these numbers. These are just Fibonacci retracements that we're looking at here. Can you explain my indicators? Yeah, I can explain some quick indicators. So let's go ahead and let me just look at ES. What is ES doing? She's up a little bit. So without going into crazy detail, because I got to go run to the stores, we have I want to talk about the moving averages. So the white line, again, is the 5 exponential moving average. The purple is the 8 exponential moving average. Then you have the yellow one, which is the 21 EMA, which is the exponential moving average. You have the red little dotted line here, which is the 50-day simple moving average as well. And as well, we have the orange one, which is the 34 EMA. The 55 is the EMA as well. Then we have the 144 EMA and 200 EMA. The numbers that really don't make much sense, those are actually Fibonacci numbers. So that's why you see the 21, 34, 144. I used to have the 89 on there, but that got a little bit too messy on the charts. And then we also have the TTM squeeze indicator down here, which is basically signaling when the Bollinger Bands and Keltner channels are contracting. And then also have the RSI, which is the relative strength index, on really looking at if it's overbought or oversold, and also the volume zone oscillator, which kind of tells on potentially the direction of going there. Jordan, what's up, my friend? Thanks for the thing. Because they don't have Borak. Mr. Bear gets like a high five for that. That's funny. Love my Borak. His other movies were quite terrible, but I love my Borak. It's kind of been spiking around here a little bit. Same with Snap. It's still kind of holding at the $34 range. Definitely has been a very spicy meatball snap without a doubt. Of course, some of the folks who initially thought this is going to be going to 400, it could go to 400 tomorrow. I'm not going to say no, but definitely can be looking at. So Brian, I can definitely do a deeper dive on my indicators. I think I've made a video before, but it kind of got skewed up, and I usually get rambling on about things. So I'll make sure I'll go ahead and kind of create the event. Andrew, thank you, my friend. Thanks for coming by. I hope to see you tomorrow for the Tesla and Chipotle earnings come tomorrow. So we're going to have a fantastic party tomorrow. If you want, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be hosting a Chipotle Tesla earnings party. So order your favorite meal from Chipotle, bring it back home, or eat it there if you want to stream it, and really see see how everything plays out from that. We're going to be eating Chipotle. I I don't want to know if I don't know if what people want to see me eat live a burrito on stream. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comment section if you want me to eat a burrito live. I don't think people want to see me eat a burrito because it's kind of scarfing down, without a doubt. Could be very aggressive on that behalf as well. Again, guys, on that note, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Please don't forget to like and subscribe going out the door. And again, I hopefully will see you tomorrow on the next live stream. All right, boys and girls, later. Peace.